star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And that was Skylar Cole singing the national anthem. A fantastic rendition. Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Toronto Raptors. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Gary Trent.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Siakam will slot in at the small and power forward. Anunoby out there with Dennis Schroeder, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 patrolling the paint. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Tatum, and it's Holiday in at point guard. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south in a hurry.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Outside Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Clock at 6. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Hits it from three-point range.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Holiday against Schroeder. On the pass to Siakam. Now, here's Anunoby. Here's Schroeder. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
This guy is a creative offensive talent. Dennis Schroeder can hit defenders with a variety of moves. Go ahead with the floater.
Now, here's Brown. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And if you had to point to one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
Well, the numbers back up that assertion, no doubt about it. And sometimes it's about, hey, we've got to get on the glass and make sure they're feeling us all night long. They didn't do that.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. You know what you love seeing from Pascal Siakam is his confidence continuing to grow.
And Kevin, especially when it comes to scoring. Pascal understands how valuable he is to his team and how much they lean on him to step up on that end.
Siakam hits them both. Doris, we've talked about Boston's young talent for so long. They've now become battle-tested veterans.
And it's incredible how young that experience has taken hold. They have had players build big roles in so many big games What a strong foundation, and now you just got to keep building. You know, the ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Siakam inside, guarded by Tatum. Schroeder passes to Siakam. Pirtle with a screen on Tatum, and a wide open look for Siakam. Wide open shot is on the money.
Yeah, Pascal Siakam now with a tighter handle, now can manipulate the defense as that guy dictating action in pick and roll play.
Now here is Holiday. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Outside, Porzingis shoots over Pirtle, and Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Brown.
Boy, what a pass by Jaylen Brown. Probably one of his most improved areas.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Here's Siakam. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here is Holiday beyond the arc, and again Boston with the triple.
You have got to be in Tatum's space. This guy is such a terrific range shooter.
Now here is Siakam. He kicks to Barnes. Back to Siakam. Raptors need to get a shot. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues. And give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Barnes against Brown. Barnes looking around. Pirtle with a screen on Brown. A three from Barnes. They get it back. Nice shot by Pirtle. Pirtle's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, the hard work on the offensive glass pays off for Jakob Pirtle. Like to see that mindset from the big man. Goes back up strong as soon as he gets his hands on the basketball.
Connects from three-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Barnes outside. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Anunoby. And here is Siakam. Over Tatum. And the layup is good. Siakam's got 8 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Tatum with it. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Orlando.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Team foul. At the line for your Celtics, Jason Tatum.
What's up?
At the line with 1 shot.
And that one falls for Tatum.
From the moment Jason Tatum stepped into this league, he has been a guy who has wanted the burden offensively, and he has delivered.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Celtics out in front. They lead by 5. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Boston?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
ADB, as players establish themselves, gaining that respect and recognition always seems to come down to postseason success, right? Playoff success.
It's so true, Kevin, whether it's fair or not. Great production in the regular season without having accompanying success in the postseason tends to get written off. So the pressure falls on teams to win or risk losing their star players.
Tatum in the front court alongside Horford. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the Boston 5.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Tatum against Barnes. In the corner, it's Boucher. A three-pointer, no good. Boston leading by 6. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. And here's Tatum for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Barnes kicks to Flynn. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Boston's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. And one outstanding things the Raptors do, Greg, they really protect the ball.
Yeah, even when they're not playing their best, they don't give away games with mistakes. They force you to find other ways to beat them.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. These days, the ball is in Pascal Siakam's hands. He says it means everything. Being on the ball just gives you a better rhythm. I don't think it's hard. It's just something you grow into. I have those images in my head of where I want to get to. Now, defenses often look to double, and he said, if I played me, I would do that too. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul. And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. And then for Toronto, OG Anunoby comes in for Gary Trent. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Flynn. Here's Pritchard. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Orlando. Shot clock at 6. And checking out some numbers for Derek White.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Shooting 2. And the first one drops. Doris, we know one thing the Raptors had benefited from was consistent leadership.
There's no doubt about that, Kevin. You think about the front office consistency, and success in the NBA generally starts from the top and trickles down. You can absorb a coaching change and still have a culture in place because, again, things start at the top.
Both good from the line that time.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Schroeder outside. And stolen by White. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. On the wing, Anunoby. White with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. White the pass to Pritchard. Back to White. The Celtics working the ball around now. There's Tatum's range on display.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
Entertainment, everyone. Come on, make some noise.
Checked in for Pritchard. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. Trent comes in for Barnes. And there's a minute 45 left in the second quarter. And here's Trent. His last outing, he had 8 points. It's Pirtle, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Trent can't hit.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Brown with the bucket.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Raptors trail by 15. Trent outside. Kicks it out to Schroeder. 59 seconds left now here in the second. And Gary Trent Jr. gets the three. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
The jump hook, that one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Siakam. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Here's White, and White slams it in.
Now, Jason Tatum has become an extraordinary passer. This guy knows the attention he draws, just gets his teammates involved.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Siakam outside. Passes it to Trent. Holiday against Schroeder. From downtown, and the three ball is good. Schroeder's got 5 now.
Well, Dennis Schroeder taking advantage of the pick and roll action. Very good decision maker.
And Tatum puts up a deep three. Oh, he got it to go!
How about that?
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress at the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. Another excellent quarter for him, especially from long range. He's buried a total of 7 three-pointers in the game. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that matchup with the Hornets, that's one they feel good about. I mean, they're confident that they'll take care of business, but by no means is it a slam dunk.
I feel you've been saving that one, Kenny.
And switching gears now to Jason Tatum. Fellas, he's had a terrific first half.
Hard not to love what Tatum is doing out there, hustling on both ends of the floor, punishing. I mean, he's punishing the D with his scoring ability and keeping his team energized, Shaq.
He's giving them everything they want and more. Get it, young fella.
And more.
And more than that.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
So the Raptors 5 right now. Big men on the floor for him. It's Siakam and Pirtle. Dennis Schroeder is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Barnes, and at the 3, the small forward. And the shot is good. Porzingis has got the first basket of the second half here for the Celtics. And you talk about a tough matchup, Doris, for teams against this one. Kristaps Porzingis. He is a tough cover.
Yeah, listen, Kev, this guy has that rare combination of both size and skill, increasingly more efficient, and when he's healthy, he's really been a problem.
Siakam kicks it over to Schroeder. Hits the three-point bomb. Schroeder's got 8 points.
That's about all you can do on the defensive end. Schroeder making a hard shot look easy.
Holiday the pass to White. And here's Tatum for 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Raptors trail by 13. Siakam outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Derek White. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. Throw good, Siakam.
I think what's probably surprised me the most about Pascal Siakam is how prepared he is to be the primary scorer for an excellent team in the NBA. This guy has shown no hesitation.
And so he makes both from the line. Boston leading by 11. Outside Holiday. Pass to Brown. From deep. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 9.
Now, Jaylen Brown gets his feet set in the catch and shoot and just drills it.
And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Raptors. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Brown finds Tatum. Wide a screen on Siakam. Buries the long-range jumper. Tatum's got 29 in the game.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Now the pass to Schroeder. He dishes it to Pirtle. Rebounded by the Celtics. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's Porzingis. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 15. They double-team Siakam. Pirtle against Porzingis. Pirtle, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Pirtle. He rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And Boston has possession. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. In 2022, the NBA and the Players Association created a long overdue recognition payment plan for former ABA players. Commissioner Adam Silver said these pioneers made meaningful contributions to help grow the game of professional basketball. And we believe it's appropriate to provide financial recognition for their impact. Kevin?
Great story, David. All of your stories are great. Thank you so much. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
Porzingis with a screen on Barnes. The 19-foot shot. Porzingis can't hit.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Pirtle. Got it. Good job in the low post. Pirtle's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Teams changing it up here. And let's look at some league leaders. Big defense being played by these small forwards. They're leading their position in blocks over the last month. Scotty Barnes, number 1. Second, Jaylen Brown.
And that's a group of perhaps the most well-rounded defenders in our league. Solid on the perimeter with the ability to block shots on the interior.
You know, that's a defensive combination you're sort of always looking for in wing players. Strong on the ground, strong in the air. There is no safe ground when one of them is on patrol.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Hauser. McDaniels defending. And here's Brown outside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Siakam passes to Achua. Trent kicks to Siakam. 6 to shoot. Screen by McDaniel. From outside the arc. Trent can't hit. Celtics leading by 16. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Passes it to Cornette. And he dunks it down.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here's Siakam. Basket good. Siakam's got 4 this quarter. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics lead by 16. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the three. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Launches it, sinks the three-pointer. Hauser's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Boston.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Now here's Barnes. Tight defense on him. Trent outside. Greg, one thing you know, you're getting with Gary Trent Jr., volume three-point shooting. He lets it fly.
He is really fearless at the arc. I think because of his consistency. And when he gets hot, well, he can get on a burner.
Shoot two.
And he makes the first.
Gary Trent Jr., to me, guys, the very definition of a true shooter. He believes it's a natural talent, but he also works to develop himself into a reliable and efficient shooter.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Boston leading by 18. Outside, Horford. Pass to Pritchard. Tatum on the wing. Tatum draws the double. And the Celtics another three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Trent. Back to Achua. Lets it go from deep. Drains the three-pointer. Achua's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Here's Pritchard, defended by Trent. Right side Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Pritchard, good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball. Pretty pass.
Toronto calls timeout.
Yellow fans on the court is your fight squad.
New group in now for the Raptors. Pirtle, he's checked in for Achua. Pascal Siakam comes in for Chris Boucher. OG Anunoby's checked in for Dick. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Trent. And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Toronto. The pass to Siakam. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Porzingis with the block. White against Anunoby. Left side Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Outside Holiday. Back to Tatum. And here's Brown outside. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 5th assist in this one. Pass to Barnes. Back to Siakam. The Clutch Player Award debuted in 2023. Boris, what do you think of that honor?
Yeah, I think it's a great way to find more unique aspects of the game to celebrate. Listen, players have specialties beyond just box scores, and that sort of thing deserves to be recognized.
2 minutes remaining.
Tatum looking around. And the layup's good off the glass. Tatum's got 34.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Passes to Barnes. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Basket counts.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Brown against Barnes. Brown outside with the crossover, and he gets it to go. Brown's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the 3-ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
And that one misses. Doris, looking at the career of Jaylen Brown so far, his rise to stardom has been impressive.
It's impressive, Kevin, because of the work put in. He needed to become a more complete offensive player. By number 1, improving his handle, and number 2, becoming more efficient with his shooting. He's done both. He's always been a force in transition. Jaylen has been special.
Here's Brown, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto.
At the line with 1 shot.
Free throw good from Brown. And Greg, the massive contract extension for Jaylen Brown this past summer, for a time, the richest in NBA history.
You gotta pay to play, or in this case, to contend for titles. With Tatum and Brown, the Celtics have that opportunity.
Pirtle with a screen on Horford. To the middle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late. Brown outside.
And And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldrich, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.